Welcome back to my channel, Be the Little Light. My name is Brittany, and for a sec, I just want to drop all the stuff. I'm just gonna say my little spiel. I really am trying to fine tuning, talking to you guys, making things, just fine tuning things and finding my flow and trying to keep attention span and, and all that. But today is just one of those days where I just want to sit down and just have a convo with my besties, because this is not like every other conversation that I get to have with most people. This is a conversation with spirit and with like-minded individuals. I said all that to say that it reminds me very much of there's this channel that I love. Her name is Holly Speaks with Spirit, and she just flat out says that she's, an old-fashioned psychic medium, and she uses cards as a jumping off point, and she a lot of times she forgets to do her little intro, her little spiel that you got to, hey, this is why you're watching my channel, and please don't click away. And sometimes she forgets that. She just jumps into things and she goes and she's like, oh, like, here's my name, blah 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 blah. It is not always it's not always super fun, like coming out like that, and just like, hey, like, I just wanna sit down and talk to you guys today like we're sitting in the same room together, because we are pounding it across the energetic airways, and we are sitting with each other's energy. I really want to just bring that energy back into my channel. My readings are for the highest and greatest good of all. So my readings are technically, by nature, by my intention, for everyone. However, I also know that I speak to a very specific audience, and that may just be just a few of you, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But I do know that this message, that there's so many of you, even more than just a few of you, there's so many of you that will resonate with this message. And that is why I make these videos. I make these videos because I love to, and I love you guys, and I love humanity, and I really do believe in everything that we are doing and working towards, and what we've already accomplished, because we've already done this before. We've already done the whole show. We're just kind of getting to like relive and re-experience it. Any Hoosers, thank you for being here with me today. When I sat down in this space, I felt, first I was going in this direction, my mind was coming in. It's like, well, what should we talk about today? And then as I sat down, I started to get like a headache in my third eye, and I was like, okay, this is something's really wanting to come through, so let me sit with this. And as soon as I sat down, I started seeing a deck in my mind's eye, as I usually do when I'm being shifted on where to go. And immediately, the nature of that deck, I knew, okay, we were going to be going galactic today. And it's my favorite topic. It's my favorite topic. And because it's my favorite topic, I try to not make so many videos about this topic, because I know it doesn't have everyone's interest. A lot of people want to know, what's going on for them next, what's coming up in their love life and stuff. But this is genuinely like my bread and butter. I live and breathe this shit all day long. And there's so much that I do and connect in with outside of these videos in my day-to-day life that is directly connected in with these energies. So if you're still watching, you're still rocking with me, please let me know if you like these types of videos of where we're going galactic in nature, because I know that is it's a very niche within a niche within a niche. Okay, so let me know. Let's get into this video. So when I sat down and I started shuffling, I was actually guided to slow down. A lot of the times when I'm filming these videos, I'm trying to, like, be up to speed, okay, make sure, like, let me lay everything down, and, shuffling on camera and whipping those messages out fast. And I was being guided, nope, slowly shuffle the cards, allow the energy to flow through. And that's when I started tapping directly into, like, this 0 point in the void, in space outside of time. And the first three messages that came in were around your energy and your, actually, your merkaba. Um, there's a focus here on a shift in your frequency. Both of these cards, you can see the merkaba. And from what I'm still learning intuitively around the merkaba or merkaba, however, whatever way sounds resonant for you, um, it's really, how I see it, is your soul frequency, and it is in this shape that is very multidimensional, very layered, very prism like, multifaceted. Um, and your merkaba rotates and it shifts and it expands, and there's so many different light codes and memory, and the nature of your frequency, where you're vibrating at, will directly affect your actual merkaba or your energy field. And I'm seeing that there is a big shift that's happening within your energy field. I see that there is this great, huge expansion that is ready to be expressed and move through you. And simultaneously, what I'm seeing with that is it probably is very well, at least some parts in your mind that are like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. But you can feel this next version of you that's, it's almost like it's ready to explode out of you. That's how ready it is. It's ready. You don't feel ready. You're like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I haven't acquired enough knowledge. But your soul is saying, you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. Now is the time. It's going to get to the point where you cannot contain this within yourself anymore. Meaning, at some point, whether you choose to embrace and surrender to this change will happen either way. And as my readings seem to do, they tend to piggyback off of each other. So it's very much a continuing conversation of my last reading, which I will put there. And it's this version of you that has expired, and you cannot remain in that space anymore. There is a new version of you right now that's here, that is ready to shift onto the next thing. And I feel like this is something that, that you it doesn't have to logically make sense of why you would be good at this thing. And on paper, it might say, you don't have enough knowledge in this, you don't have enough accreditations, you haven't studied this for long enough time, blah 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 blah. You already naturally have this skill. It's ready for you to shift in this new direction. I'm seeing that there is this stream, this huge wealth of information, all these codes contained within your field, of this huge, vast wealth of knowledge. There is there is something within you that is a teacher of something. And for some of you, you may be a teacher, an actual spiritual professor at many things, might not even just be one thing. You already are carrying this wisdom, um, but there is an activation that is occurring. It's already underway, it's already began. And your life right now, I feel like you're being asked you're being asked to review a lot of the contracts that you're in with people, places, jobs, living situations, and you're asked to really look at it and see it for what it is, and really get real with yourself about, has my time expired here? Have I learned everything I possibly could have from the situation? Is there something that is better for me, more in my best interest? Is there something that would give me um, a new skill set, a new wealth of knowledge? There's just, we're going back into this something around wealth of knowledge. And these contracts, excuse me, these contracts have expired. They've been fulfilled. It's time for you to move on. There's a part of you that it's very scared. You're very scared to leave people, places, and things behind because there's a lot of emotional attachment to it. There could be even some trauma bonding, or even just feeling a sense of obligation or a duty because of history. And you're being asked to see all of the previous contracts with these people, places, and things, and see it with love and the acknowledgement that your paths crossed at the same time for said period of time, and that was all beautifully aligned. And now you are being driven in a different direction, and to see that from a place of love, having love for yourself and for all other parties involved. For many of you, again, with this, for those of you that are feeling like, I'm not ready yet, you're being asked your favorite thing, to take a risk. You're being asked to jump, and you will figure out on your way down. You're like the little baby bird that's on the edge of the cliff, and your mom is over there in the tree on the other cliff, and she's, quacking at you and saying like, come on, Junior, just jump. And you haven't jumped before, so you literally don't know that you can fly, but you actually can fly, but you need to jump to activate your innate inner knowing of what your system already knows. It's built in, understands what you are capable of doing. It's like lovingly and gently setting your mind aside and your mind's concerns, and being like, I understand you're trying to protect me and you love me, but also I'm going to let my built-in innate guidance system take over, and trust in the direction that I'm being called to move into, or positions that I'm being called to step into, roles that I'm being guided to show up. Um, there's also this message about birth and about mothers, ancient mothers, was coming up. Um, there's I feel like this has to do with a new version of you that's ready to be birthed through, um, not having to physically die in order to be reborn and to be rebirthed. Um, there's there are doors that are ready for you to step into and walk through. These doors are not only being held open for you by the universe, but it's like also these doors actually don't even exist. They've been ripped off the handles, and it's like they have been held open for you, and they're like, here, step over here. We're waiting for you. Step inside, beautiful soul. And you're like, no, but I've got to stay in this little box because I know. And even though I'm uncomfortable here, like I'm comfortable enough. And then the universe is like, hey, all right, you've been in that little box for super long, so now we're gonna rip the door off. The door is no longer existing. So come on, come on over, little brave soul. And you are being lovingly nudged by the wind of the universe closer and closer to the door. And you're like at the hinges, you're like on the frame of the door, and it's like the force, the momentum of the door is like pulling you closer, and you're like, no, but I've got to hang on to these old aspects of myself that I know. That's like what I'm seeing. And I'm laughing because it's, when you zoom out, it is very comical. And I'm also laughing because I understand exactly what that feels like. So I totally empathize. I am right there with you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. You're ready. You don't think that you're ready. You're ready. Another another message here. There's this huge message here around support from your star family and support from the angels. There is just this beautiful web of love around you, and you at any moment can ask for support from other beings in other realms to assist you energetically, to assist you with guiding you, with aligning you with like minded souls. And some of you, maybe if you haven't already, some of you may be coming into your starseed remembrance, your starseed awakening, and things are starting to make sense for you of why you're here, why you feel different than most people, why you feel very out of place. But what I'm seeing is you are going to start to meet people, be connected with people that you are going to see are damn near identical to you. They don't have to be identically physically, but their story, even though your stories, our stories are all going to be different, there's going to be commonalities, there's going to be common themes. It's just unique and specific to you because you are a unique expression of all that is. But the more that you start to connect in with your soul family, your soul tribe, your tribe that's been with you, that still exists with you in other, on other planets, in other dimensions, you're going to see, hey, we're the same person. We are mirroring each other. I'm seeing you meeting more like minded people, and this may be very new to you because you may be just used to not sharing a lot of things that are outside the 3D reality with others. But I'm seeing that's going to change. And you deserve to feel supported, not because you are always supported, but you deserve to also feel supported in this physical reality. You deserve to feel supported in the experiences that you're having. One of the cards, it was really funny because one of the cards that was hiding in a deck that did not belong there but belonged there was was from my Pleiadian deck, and the message in there was that infinite possibilities await you. So if you just take a chance and you jump into this pool of unknown, this is going to be so activating for you. You are going to learn so much about yourself. And once you take that risk and you jump into this pool of the unknown, you're going to be like, wow, why did I, why was I so scared to jump in? There's so much that was waiting for me in this pool. This is like where your best friends are at. They're literally in this pool and they're like, we've been waiting for you forever. Like, where you been? Why did it take so long? And you were like, oh, well, I don't know. I was trying to find my floaties and I didn't know if anyone else would be in the pool or if there would be like just cement at, and there would be like nothing in there. Jump in. Some of you are getting messages in your dream time. These are messages from your highest self, trying to illuminate, trying to give you inspiration on what to do next. Also, trying to share with you on areas that you are still healing around. There's also this message on you are in control of your thoughts. No matter what's happening in your monkey mind, you are always able to redirect yourself and recenter your thought forms, to reprogram your subconscious, reprogram the narrative. It is your narrative. Tell the story how you would like it to be told, how you would like it to be expressed. If someone was reading a book about you through your voice, how would you want it to sound? It's time for you to let go of the things that you know have expired, because those things that you're clinging on to are actually just delaying the blessings and all the opportunities that are just like ready to pour into your life. And um but that will happen either way. Like the dam is going to break, so you can either like open the levee and let all of that out, or the dam is just going to inevitably break. But the things that you're holding on to are directly stopping these other connections, these other forms of abundance and blessings that are ready, that are literally ready to present themselves in your reality. I'm gonna end up there. That was a lot. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me always, and I love you guys. And heart you guys, in my star family. Oh, last confirmation is just that you're in the Earth School, and this is all for your soul's evolution, and you are just like in one big master class for your soul, and that's why it's really challenging, but at the same time there are there are things that you are naturally good at that you need to allow yourself to explore so you can learn more about yourself. I'm gonna end it there because I'm starting to get tongue tied. I'm starting to get more weird than I usually am. So I love you guys so much. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.